I have a question to ask today. The question is based on two books that we have right here. The question is, what best explains reality? What best explains reality? The book of the Muslims, the Quran, or the portable atheist? Which makes more sense of reality? Let's look at reality. The first thing about reality, we exist. We can't prove that, but we know that we exist. We exist in a universe that is complex, that is amazing. If you look at one cell, just one cell, it has more information in one cell than all of the books in the British Library, and that's one cell of a human body. Do you know how many cells there are in a human body? Not billions, sir, trillions. Trillions. All that information. Now, if you walk around in Speaker's Corner and you see the words, Jason was here, you will automatically think these words have come from an intelligent being who has written them down. You will not say the wind blew, some sticks randomly formed into these letters. No, you would say someone wrote these. There's intelligence behind that. That's just one human cell. This vast, complex universe that we live in, with all of its laws, physical laws, chemical laws, biological laws, this amazing universe. The sun and the earth and the distance, how it's so right to permit life. You would never say something like this ladder that I'm standing on right now, that this can form together by chance. You would never believe that. So how can this magnificent universe, with all of its processes of evolution and water cycle and all of the other laws that we have in nature, how can this come together by chance? That's the first reality, that we live in a designed universe. What best explains it? That there is a creator, Allah, like this, there's nothing like this creator, or that it came together by chance. That's the first reality. The second reality is this: we are human beings searching for a purpose of life. What is the goal of life? One book says the goal of life is to worship that creator that created us. And the other book says there is no purpose to life objectively. You choose. Third thing, we know as human beings that we have morals. And these morals are not taught by society. Some people in the world, they may claim morality is purely made up of human consensus, what we agree about. But the reality is this: we know, even if everybody in the world said murder is right, we know that murder is wrong. We have these objective morals. Can these objective morals be explained by atheism? That we're a product of a lengthy evolutionary process which began by nothing, which doesn't have anyone controlling it, or that we were created with these morals. These were instilled into us by the Creator. That is the thing about morality. Now, that's number 3. Number 4, we are conscious beings. We know there's more to us than just carbon. We know that we have third-person subjective experiences. Can you explain this? Can you explain this through atheism? Can you explain the hard problem of consciousness through atheism? No. Through atheism, all we are is carbon plus time plus carbon plus time. That's all we are. We're no different to, say, a heap of sand. So the fourth thing, consciousness, how is it explained? By Islam. We are conscious because the one who created us is conscious. That's explained. That's the fourth thing. The fifth is that we know this universe had a beginning. And whatever has a beginning has a cause. Now, since we have this magnificent universe, we know that the cause of this universe, the cause of the Big Bang, must be something powerful, must be something with knowledge, must be something with tremendous, amazing amount of control over the universe. How best do we explain the Big Bang and the beginning of the universe? Through atheism? What does it say? We came by nothing, for nothing, and when we die we're going to become nothing. Or, like the Quran mentions, that the cause of the universe is the creator. That is the fifth thing. Now the sixth thing, we as human beings have an innate belief. We have many innate beliefs, and there's been a lot of research that's been done into whether belief in God is something taught by society or is something innate. And what we know from contemporary research, such as Dr. Justin Barrett of Oxford University, he's written a book called Why Would Anyone Believe in God? And what his studies show, and likewise those of others, is that the belief in God is something innate to the human being. Likewise, Dr. Olivia Petrovich, who herself is an atheist, she says, and she's also from Oxford University, I believe, she says atheism is an acquired position. You acquire that position. By default, we have this innate thing which draws us towards the Creator. And she's an atheist. What best explains this innate belief that we have, why the majority of the world believes in a Creator, is because the Creator has actually put that inside us. Atheists may claim it's some sort of mutation, but that's not a sufficient explanation. If you look at the USSR, this was a regime which taught people from a young age till the time they go old, there is no God, there is no purpose, religion is the opiate of the masses. Yet after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Reader's Digest magazine, they did a poll in Russia, and they found the majority of people, the vast majority of people, still had a belief in God, even though they were brainwashed, or they attempted to brainwash them into disbelieving in God. So that's the sixth thing. The fact that we have innate belief is explained by Islam, not atheism. The seventh and the last. The seventh and the last is reality itself. The very fact that we exist. People always talk about proof. What is the proof for this? What is the proof for that? The reality is you cannot prove anything. Proof is just a word we use. You have many philosophers who throughout history tried to prove basic things, such as the fact that we exist, like Descartes did. But even their attempts were futile. We cannot prove that we exist, but we know using our common sense that we do exist. Now, what's the best explanation of the very fact that we exist? Is it that we exist and came from nothing? Or is it that we exist and we came from something? And whatever is in existence has been put into existence by something which is much higher. So these 7 points, these are explained by Islam, and they're explained by the belief that there is one Creator, and this Creator is not a human being in the sky. This Creator doesn't have a son. This Creator is beyond our imagination and is all powerful, has always existed and will always exist. This Creator in Islam is called Allah. In different languages, you have different words for the Creator. Essentially, it's the same one Creator. And I want to leave you with one thing. The purpose of life in Islam is to worship the one Creator alone and dedicate your life to doing good. I thank you all for listening. Any good is from God, any mistake is from myself.